What's up everyone? Welcome back to Tech You Should Know. If you're like me, you're obsessed with technology, but with gadgets and new inventions being released every day, it's hard to keep track of everything out there. In today's video, we're going to be counting down some of the coolest electric cars you've never heard of. We've all heard of Teslas by now. Their cars are revolutionizing the auto industry, making some of the fastest and greenest cars on Earth. Tesla's Model 3 has also become one of the best-selling passenger cars of any kind in America. The company sold nearly 159,000 Model 3s in the US alone last year, making it the 7th best-selling car in the United States. It was even the #1 selling car in the country in December. With all this buzz around electric cars, we're going to take a look at some of the cars that might also be making a big splash on the EV scene. Before we begin, make sure you stick around to the end to see an insane car you've never heard of, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all of our future videos. Number 6. The Lucid Air. Lucid Motors is an American automotive company specializing in electric cars. This company was founded in 2007 and is based in Newark, California. They set out to create a car that elevates the human experience and transcends the perceived limitations of space, performance, and intelligence. A car that is intuitive, liberating, and designed for all the ways people get around. While full specs are still pending, it's reported to have a driving range of more than 400 miles, a top speed greater than 200 miles per hour, and go from 0 to 60 in less than 2.5 seconds. The company has also said that the more affordable models will have a shorter driving range of about 315 miles. The Air is obviously a luxury car, and its incredible interior is lined with upscale materials and cutting-edge technology. There's also an optional executive rear seating option that brings significant recline functions for ultimate comfort. Lucid plans to start production in 2020, and the Air is expected to launch at the 2020 New York International Auto Show. The Lucid Air's price is expected to start at $60,000 for its base model. What do you think? Are you gonna get one? Number 5. Rivian. Rivian is another American electric vehicle manufacturer, which has its headquarters just outside of Detroit. If you weren't so impressed with the look of Tesla's Cybertruck, Rivian's vehicles might really speak to you with their R1T all-electric truck and its all-electric SUV, the R1S. In fact, Rivian looks so promising that Amazon invested $700 million and Ford invested $500 million into the company. First, let's take a look at the R1T. The futuristic R1T is an all-electric pickup truck that promises more than 400 miles of driving range and acceleration times comparable to those of a supercar. This is no concept truck. What you see here is what will enter into production. The Rivian R1T will go on sale later this year with a starting price of $69,000 for their lowest tier model. Every version of the R1T has all-wheel drive, and Rivian says that the R1T can tow more than 11,000 pounds, and autonomous tech will be standard on all versions. Now let's take a look at Rivian's R1S. The 7-passenger SUV is the second production vehicle from Rivian. This all-new SUV is expected to have a starting price of $72,500. Like the R1T, this has a beautifully designed interior with modern styling, leather, wood trim, and 2 large displays, one for infotainment and one for the driver's gauge display. Remember that investment from Amazon I mentioned? Well, that's because Amazon has actually ordered 100,000 vans from Rivian to use for deliveries. These are expected to be delivered to Amazon in the next few years. Number 4. NEURON EV. This American electric vehicle manufacturing company released their T1 modular pickup truck that can be turned into a variety of other things. How is this possible? Well, since it's modular, it can go from being a camper van to a dump truck to a tractor and more. NEURON EV is focused on building modular utility vehicles that are easily modifiable for the user's convenience. The T1 looks modular, while still looking very much like what you'd expect a truck to look like. Design-wise, it's got the typical long hood and a traditionally designed bed. The wheels are huge, just like you would expect from a heavy-duty off-road vehicle, and are completely closed off for better aerodynamics. Almost every major component of the T1 can be modified or changed. The T1L is a type of camper/pickup hybrid truck that comes with an extra side compartment, and the T1B is just a pickup truck. There's also the T1C, which is a dump truck, and the T1V, which is a camper van only. All versions can be modified to accommodate an extra 2 seats, a hook attachment for a farm plow, or even a dumper. Number 3. The Audi A-ME and Audi i-Trail. We've all seen Audi's luxury cars on the road, and it's probably no surprise that the popular German automaker has its sights on the electric vehicle space. While these two vehicles are concepts and not available to buy, it's got us really excited about the future of regular automakers entering the fold. Let's take a look at the Audi A-ME. This compact car is autonomous and has a spacious interior despite its size, and it's equipped with a ton of exterior lights designed to better communicate with the outside world. Seriously, this thing has lights everywhere. The entire goal of these lights is to better communicate with humans on the outside. After all, once cars are driving themselves on the roads, it'll be really important for you to know its intentions. The interior is meant to feel like a home with a wood dash, cluster, and center console. Check out this retractable steering wheel. Once it's docked, the dash extends so you can use it as a work surface. How cool is that? The seats feel more like furniture you'd find in an upscale store rather than a regular car seat. And with the amount of glass used in the cabin, it feels much bigger than it is. The i-Trail. This 4-seater is Audi's take on the future of recreational vehicles. The i-Trail's radical styling and uncluttered views is an all-electric beast that looks like it belongs on another planet. The cabin is also different in that there isn't any conventional instrumentation like you would find in a regular car. Instead, there's a slot in the steering wheel that you can slide your smartphone into. Your trusty phone becomes your speedometer, navigation screen, and gives you access to all of your infotainment functions. The coolest feature on the i-Trail is probably its headlights. Where are they? Well, this is definitely something we haven't seen before. Instead of traditional headlights, this i-Trail uses something called Audi Light Pathfinders. These drones fly autonomously above and around the car to illuminate not just the path ahead, but the area on either side of the vehicle. They dock on the roof or roof rack and double as cameras to beam down video back to the driver if they want to see what's on the road ahead. How cool is that? Number 2. Bollinger. This next vehicle on our list looks like it belongs on the battlefield, and we're a huge fan of its minimalist design. The Bollinger B1 SUV and B2 truck remind us of the classic 90s tank, the Hummer. While Hummer is also set to launch an electric version of their vehicle later this year, Bollinger, which is another Detroit-based manufacturer, already seems to be ahead of the curve. At $125,000 for either version, production on these machines will start later this year. The B1 and B2 have an estimated 200 miles of range with 614 horsepower and 668 pound-feet of torque. They can also be used to power other tools and equipment out in the field with their 110-volt AC outlets with optional 240-volt output. They're built to get through rugged terrain with 15 inches of ground clearance and a self-leveling, adjustable ride height. All of their interior components are sealed, allowing you to plow through depths of up to 36 inches. I don't know about you, but I'd love to take these off-road any day. Number 1. NURO. The idea of driving any of the previous vehicles in this list sounds really fun, but what if sometimes you just don't want to get behind the wheel? Let me introduce you to the NURO, another California-based company that sets its eyes on using robotics to benefit people in their everyday lives. NURO was designed and engineered for short neighborhood trips and for the exclusive purpose of transporting and delivering goods. NURO's vehicle is designed to be fully self-driving, so it does not have space for a driver or passengers. This little guy has a flexible interior design and handles errands of all kinds, from delivering dinner to dry cleaning. With no driver or passengers to worry about, the NURO has been engineered to keep what's outside even safer than what's inside. It's lighter and slower than a passenger car, and is equipped with state-of-the-art software and sensing capabilities that will never get distracted. With its smaller size and lower manufacturing costs, they can make these vehicles more rapidly. And because it's electric and fully self-driving, the NURO can deliver life's needs at an affordable price. Overall, this means you're spending less time on errands and more time on life. Next time you order food, wouldn't it be cool to have it show up in this? That's it for today's list. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end of the video. Let me know which number was your favorite. If you've seen other cars not included in this list, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.